Heaven can wait till another day, 'cause there ain't no reason to live. The world is a stage. The world is a stage. So, good night, or good morning, or good evening, or welcome. And this is just a cool AR art. And let's return to making my devlog from my game. That's actually the devlog for the prototype for my game that I want to do. And let's see, I was working on this prototype before, and I decided to do some changes I explained in the last video. For now the player walks and cuts something, but it doesn't always work. I had to fix that, but I decided that I don't want this kind of uh, art now. I want a more 16-bit art, so I moved to another project, and this one, yeah, this one, and I had some problems here I want to share with you already. And the first one I already fixed it, but when I was walking with my player, I had some graphic glitch that showed I probably broke the input system, but the player was glitching a pixel on the left or the right side. When they walk, there was a brown pixel there, actually a brown line, and the map was moving strangely, and I saw I did everything right. What is wrong? And what was wrong is this thing here. I have a huge uh, atlas, and for sprite sheets and tile maps that's okay, but I tried to use animations from this huge massive lot of frames image, and then that made me glitch when I just swapped for a more simple file with only the characters. Then that glitch wasn't there anymore. I didn't have to change any code or anything else. And okay, so I discovered that in Godot at least I cannot have so big uh, image files for animations. So at least for moving animations, maybe there's something else there, but okay. And then uh, that was glitchy. I decided to start from scratch. I watched some other tutorials and other people styles and tips, and I remember something we did in Narclid. And if you don't know Narclid, just go to Steam and type Narclid, Narcallid, and let me put that on the chat, easier. Okay, so send the chat message. And yes, I will tell about this game on every single live stream or video I do from now or from the start, because this game is so beautiful and so amazing that it was a whoops, it was a failure in sales. Yes, that happened, and Josh will post that on IGN this year. I don't remember when. I think that will be happening in July. And you can see here that only 7 user reviews, and the game didn't pay itself, so we couldn't keep doing it, so we had to abandon that at least for now, and everyone took separate ways. I stopped making games for more than a year. Also Peter, who's the was the main head for the game, and it deserves a better approach, so I will always tell about it. I think there's a demo. Yeah, there's a demo here. You can try the demo, and you can see how amazing this game is. And let's make it come again and rise like a phoenix, so you can finish the game. And okay, let's return here. So I decided to make things more cleaner here, so I avoid needing to do that later. And I was kind of getting into my perfectionism, and here it is. I tried to add a state machine, like I saw, I forgot the name of the guy I was watching, and he had nice tutorials. He has nice tutorials, and I like this kind of state machine, and I try to do something way more generic, so I can use not only for the player, but for any character in my game. And I did some coding here. I just explain it from a top level overview, not all things. So my main idea is, you can see here my character code. If I compare with the character code from the player code here, player, and here I have like 100 lines to do this stuff, and on my new version I have just 14. So what I did was moving the movement, idle, and the animation control to other scripts. So if I need to change anything, I can change just that, and I don't need to use any code. When you are working on a bigger team and you need to use like Git for source control or any other source control, and the 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 more spread your code are, like the more modularized your code are, it's easier for people to get and fix things and add new things. So I'm trying to go that way right now. So maybe I can mess things around a bit later, but I'm trying to go this way right now. And okay, so I created a state and a state machine. State, if you don't know, abstract classes. I would love if there are interfaces here like in C Sharp, but there isn't. And but we have abstract classes. Abstract classes, you don't implement what the functions do. So I have an abstract function here. I just tell what the function is and what type of return it returns, or if it's nothing, like void here. So I need to make another class that extends this abstract class, like the abstract class extends node. It will be added to a node, but this class cannot be added to a node. So I had to create like the character state that extends the state, and there I need to implement all the functions. But it's also an abstract class, this one, because character state is a state, and I want to make things generic. I don't want to go deeper into this right now, but I want to make things more generic. So not only characters will have state, other things will have state as well. So the character state might be different from the machine state, from the item state, or from a land state, ground state, or anything else. So I have this main thing that all states can have, and state class that I create needs to implement all its methods. And I implemented the first one here in the character state, and each state, idle, move, attack, interact, and the other ones that I'm going to make, we don't need to implement the initialize, because it's already done here. So here I need to change things. Okay, for now the idle state is simple. It's just play the animation. I don't need to do anything else. But the movement has a lot of other things here, and they will probably change or create another thing that's separate from the state machine. That's the input control, or the character input control. But I didn't do that yet, so I'm just trying to handle the input here. Like I got this tutorial for. I'm sorry, I tried to put the the link here for his channel. Drink more water. We need that. So coming back here, and I want to move this input handling to another place, because no, not all states will have inputs. Only the player states will have inputs. So I will remove this handle input here and make a totally separate class to handle the inputs. But for now, just for testing, let's leave it here. So what my movement does here, I just get a direction and I move in that direction. And I want to make this movement the I don't know if I will stick to that, but I want to make this movement similar to the old Pokemon games, because like if you pressed down, it will move an entire grid square down. It will not just move a tiny step, it will move the entire grid. And I want that. I want my character to move on my come here on my grid here. The grid is the same as the tile map. You can see the character actor here, but when I hit play, it will be fixed its position to this square right here. So let's show it. So you can see it's above this flower, but here it's on the correct position. And for now, it's not moving. But I want to follow the grid this way. So I want a more a more square game, not the Square Enix or Squaresoft, but a squarish game, and more that Pokemon movement. And I have some ideas for that to improve that and anything else, but for now it will be just this. So let's go back here, and now the place I stopped this, I didn't do it while recording because I was with a cold. I could not even talk well, so I just got away from the computer for some time, and I was doing this when I was nice enough, but I couldn't streaming or talk like I'm talking right now. It was really not nice to do. But let's say here, what I did was making this state machine to the point that it's almost moving, but is still not moving. So I actually need to check here what I did, because I did it some days ago and I forgot. And let's show my expectations for this live stream. I want to explain the changes, that it's what I'm doing, and I want to make the player actually move. Okay, so this is my reminder. Let me move it aside. And okay, and for that, okay, character state move, last direction. When I enter the state, this is just checking if I have the character here, because I get the character when the states are starting, because the states are nodes here. So they are objects in my character scene. And okay, so I get the direction. I fix the player position, or sorry, I get the player position based on the grid. I created a newToOS function here, or a newToOS class. That should be in a static class. We have not static classes, just static functions. So I'm using static functions, so I can use that anywhere in the game. And I have the functions to align to the grid and the grid size and everything else right here, so I don't need to declare grid size more than one place. So let me return to my move. Okay, so I get my last direction, that gets the character direction, that will get the direction if it's a player from the input, and if it's an NPC from the NPC state machine or AI control. But for now the idea is to be generic, so I get the direction and it doesn't matter from where it came. Okay, so direction here. Okay, if it's down, oh, okay, I get the target position here. Target position is the next square I'm moving to, the next grid position, and it's just getting the position and walking a grid size. So I walk down a grid size. Walking is I get the position of that grid, the next grid I'm moving. And I probably should create a move function other from I think it's the character is a character 2D. Let's see, character body 2D. I could just use a more simple thing here because I don't really need physics. But I'm doing for collision, so I could check the collision other way, but I will not do that right now. So getting down here, okay, I play the movement animation, and yeah, let's show that. For the animations, I'm using these cool, where they are here. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Whoops. So I don't have animation for the character. All characters here will just be these camera looking sprites, and they will just like bounce a little to animate, to move, or to do something, anything else. And I'm doing that for more simplicity, and because it's just a prototype yet. So, and I like cute. I think it's cute that way. So I'm not using animations, real animations, but I have my animation here. So like, oh, this is the reset, the idle animation. Yeah, I removed that because it's pixel perfect, and in the game it won't show. So I just have this move animation, just like a bit skipping and jumping here. And the idle for now is just a still animation, because when I tried to do something that's cool, that changed the sprite just a tiny bit, it didn't change anything at all in the game. So okay, let's go back to the script. So here, what I get is when I enter, I change animation, I get the desired position, I get the direction, okay. And in my process here, if I don't have a cutter, I get out and I get make the velocity in the move direction times the character move speed, and character move speed is something right here, okay. Is a variable I can control in the inspector. Let's see, but here in the main, if I click the character here, oh, 2D, yeah. Where's my inspector? Oh yeah, here. I made it so small. Okay, in the inspector here, move speed 100 for now, because I just need to check if that's the right speed. Just a second. Here I am. Right. Now I need to actually handle the inputs and make the character direction change. So let's do a simple check right now, and I need to handle input actually on the idle state. Oh, that's one reason I wanted to make a separate character control, because I don't want to check the inputs per state. I want to check if there are inputs, and in the states I can check the inputs and use them, but I don't want to check each on each state for the inputs. I can also do that creating another state here called player state move, that or player state idle, and handle the inputs there, and that might be a direction to go instead of creating a character input. But the character input control will also handle things like opening UI, opening menu, or map if I'm going to add a map, or using skills, and I don't need to handle input separately in each state. I can just handle input in one place that will be simpler to actually fix and change and add new things, and that's what I'm going to do. Let's leave this handle input event for now, and let's move to create a character input system here. So my character, uh, I'm not adding a scripts folder everywhere. I have a scripts folder for the overall scripts, but like the character scripts, I will leave here on the characters, because for me, at least for me, makes more sense with important parts of the game to be nested in the same place. So instead of adding the character scripts here on the scripts folder, I will add it to the characters folder. I can also create that it should be better here, a folder for scripts for the character scripts, and move it here. Also the states are scripts. So I have the character scripts there, the character states. Okay, and now on my script folder, I will create a new script, and that's called that input handler. Just input is enough. But that's only for player, not for any character. So let me cancel this. And the player is a character. I will leave this here. Okay, yeah. Input. So my class name input. Oh, I already have an input. No, I cannot call this input. So let's call this character input. And I also want to change the script name. So character input. Okay, so my character input extends node, and I will actually add it to a node here. So let's do this. It's a child of my character. I will call this character input, and I will add my script here. So I have this attached. Okay, so here I will get it in the process. Frame front process delta. I probably not use any delta here, so let's do this is underscore. Just call it pass. Okay, I have to have references for some things, like the character itself. I want to. No, I cannot reference that. Oh yeah. I will add a reference to my character script for the character input. Yeah, on the character script, I need a reference for this. Yeah, that's the correct way to do it. And here I will add an initialize function initialize. It's a void for now. Let's see how I want to do that. I want to pass the character here, and this character. So let me do this. Var character. Let's call char character. And when I initialize, my char receives my character here. And for now, that's okay. It's just because I want to change some variables in the character class when I do input here, or call some functions or something like that. So let's see. I can use my working get direction queue. I like this direction queue here idea, and I will probably do the same way right now. So direction queue is array direction. I have this thing here, so let me copy and fix what needs to be fixed. add a pass here. Direction Q. Var direction Q, and this is an ethos dot direction. In character, do I use the same character? Yeah. Dum, 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 dum. And okay, it's not left, right? No, why it's you? Oh yeah, you're an array, not. Okay, that's fixed it, but here is move left, move right, move up, and move down. Down, move up, move right, and move left. Dun, 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 dun. I need to add an Instagram and a TikTok for this as well, so I can bring more people to see, to watch. I don't know if there is anyone watching. If there is someone watching, you can say hi. So hi. And if there isn't, that's okay. I'm doing it anyway. So okay, I got my direction cue. I got the movement the way I want. Let me see how I handle that after. I just match. Yeah, the important is to get the direction. Okay, get direction cue here. So in my process, I will always. There I was using in the physics process, but I actually don't want get input keys in the physics process. I think I want to use the input in the regular process. The regular process are frame uh, independent. Sorry, the physics process are frame dependent. The process are frame dependent, and the physics process aren't frame dependent. It has a fixed frame rate. So I don't know where is better to get to use that to be true. So let's just do the same I was doing in the physics process. Physics, my other. Okay, so get direction Q, first thing here, and I wanna add the direction Q to the player as well. Do I? I have a direction that the player is currently facing. No, maybe just the direction. So character. Oh, it's char. Let me call this. Okay, char dot direction equals direction q dot back. That's the last added. Is the last q item. Okay, I changed the direction here, and what I need to do on the states is actually check some things here. And I probably want another thing beyond direction. I want like want to move. Is the player pressing that? But the way I'm doing, if the player is facing a direction, yeah, I definitely need to add something here. and this might be the direction I will call this still, because it didn't change. I could say unchanged it or same, but let's say still, because it's still there. So okay, and on my idle movement, my physics process, if character dot direction is not utils dot direction dot still, I want to change the move, so I return states, not that, what have states, character state, the state machine. Oh yeah, state machines dot get state. Yeah, that's it. Term state machine dot get state, and that will be state move. Great. So if my direction is not still or not pressing anything, so I want to move, and to be sure here on my character input, if the direction queue is empty, I have the, yeah, if direction queue is empty, no, not dot empty, yeah, that is empty. Let's just check with the array. Okay, char dot direction equals utils dot direction dot still. Else I get the last one. Okay, that's great. So if the player isn't pressing anything, it's the direction is still. If the player press anything, the direction is not still, so you try to move to that direction. And I need to go to my move here on my physics process as well. If character dot direction equals utils dot direction dot still, so I want to move to return state machine dot get state state idle. Okay, so now I have a direction. Now I can move. And yeah, let's check if that's working or if I still need to do something. Oh, I got a problem here. Huh? Key direction with value of type int. Let's start with the still instead of down. Oh, I probably try to add. Oh, char is a built-in function, so let's get back here. You'll not be character. You'll be character. It's better. And character, 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 character. Okay. So self dot character gets this character. Yeah, I cannot see the colors correctly with this glass because it's orange and blue is not blue for me here, and white is also orange. And probably, oh yeah, I did initialize it. already. Let's get my character input dot initialize self. Let's try again. Oh yeah, I was getting some strange problem was trying. It is trying to move from one state to another before it really enters the state. I got myself a problem here, and I forgot to fix it. Or maybe I just left my future me to fix on the live stream. So let's see what I can do. Okay, this is not a bug. This is probably just bad code. I got my message here, changing to. But let's just do the one thing that I was using before. Here, the process. I will do the physics process. Dun, dun. Idle. And move. So let's check where am I. Yeah, I'm on idle. Oh. Let's try again. Clear. Play idle. Changing from idle to move. Change it from idle to move. I change it to move, but I still processing the idle, and that shouldn't be happening. Because the state machine, where's my process here? Yeah. Current state. Current state. Current state, idle. Current state is move, but the process called is the idle. That's maybe some kind of problem with physics process and process. Let me just check if I'm not calling process instead of this process here somewhere. State machine, physics process, process. Everything else is working correctly. My change state, there is physics process, idle. Physics process, move. So I never get here. That's why I'm not moving. I got here. I entered the state. But somehow, let me see if I'm exiting. Printing, exiting, move. And let me remove that idle and my state here. So I entered the move and I didn't exit the move. Let's see if I'm exiting the idle. I don't like your idle. Oops, idle. And let's call this here entering. Entering idle and entering move. Okay, start game. I entered idle. Change it from no to idle. Try to move. Exiting idle. Changing from idle to move. Entering idle. Oh, did I change? No, I changed it to. Oh, so somewhere here in between, I entered. I exit idle, but I enter idle again. That's why something is really wrong here. Okay, let's try to do some things here. When can I enter idle? When some things change the state to idle. And what can change my state to idle is on my move here. I didn't even got this entering move message, but the only place I changed to move to idle is here. Get state idle. And it should print move at least once to do this, because I don't have any other things that. Let's see if I don't have. Let's see my state machine here. Okay, when I'm changing states, changing from, I get previous state is the current state is the new state, and I enter the new state. Dun, dun, dun. Where's my, here. I need to learn how to debug here. But how is that even possible? Let me just try one thing here. If I hold, yeah, doesn't matter if I just press or hold. Oh, sorry. Well, that happens. And there's a ghost. Here, here. Okay, where's my ghost? Yay! I don't. Yeah. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Just looking at the code, it makes no sense for me. Current to new state, okay. Previous state I don't use, just for reference. I don't use right now, but current state is changes to the new state and it enters the new state. and it says the correct state when changing, but it seems that on the state machine, the the current state that's being called here don't change. I don't have the process function here. There's nothing, just no. Oh, maybe, and or probably I'm getting a problem here. Both the physics process and the process here try to change state. And on the physics process, that can happen asynchronously to the process, my state changes. I return here on my state idle this. I got another direction. I'm trying to change to the move. That's okay. And the state machine will do that. On my physics movement, I got the new state being the move state. So it enters this if condition. And no, but no, it doesn't change back. Let me try a different thing here. New state equals no, or new state is the same. I will just return, and let's do this. So it's the inverse check, so but the same idea. But I don't know. Let's try if it do something different. No, same thing. So it doesn't matter. I can wait. If I'm trying to change, like from the process here, I also call the only thing I think it might be causing this weird thing is because I'm probably called the physics process on the frame and the process on the same frame probably, or yeah, probably on the same frame, and one tried to change state to a new state, but the other tried to change state to the same state, but this new state get the same state and they got intertwined somehow. So let me try to do this thing here and this thing here. So I only try to change my state on the physics process, and it didn't work as well. Where's my things? Let me try to do this manually again. Idle, idle, move, move. Okay, so I have U2 here on my state machine, and on my character state here, it's idle and move. I got that correctly. State idle, state move. So I'm calling them correctly. I go state idle only after I enter this here. Let's just check if I only one match just here. And on my state idle, I play the animation and I change the state move. Here I change to the correct state. So in theory, everything is correct. Entering idle, exiting idle, entering move, exiting move. Okay, that's okay. That's correct text. But somehow I entered a void here because it even didn't get my inputs anymore, or it can get my inputs, but it's not using my inputs anymore. Yeah, so I definitely entered a void here. I never get the entering move. I entered idle 2 times, and because I enter idle, it doesn't make sense for me. So let's use help from AI to debug here. Let's get my VS Code, and project is already opened. Kilo code here. I don't know. I just continue. No, just skip. Okay. Now to free. That's okay. So let me ask you something. Oh, debug. It's even better. But I don't know if you can debug. Okay, let me ask you something. Um, my state machine. Oh, hmm. Get my return here. So let me. This is a good way to use the AIs to debug some things, because sometimes we try to check and check it, things doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Uh, oh, again, that people trying to sell viewers. That's the most stupid things ever. Okay, so it's checking. By the way, if you want, I can make a tutorial on how to use this. The kilo code is free, at least. So if you can pay for better AI models, but basically it's free. You can use it, and it's a good way to debug your code and see what I'm doing wrong here. Though don't rely always on it, okay? Because sometimes it can be do something wrong, but it's useful. And especially if you have a lot of files and you need to check everything. And okay, I found the bug. Let me see here what it's saying. I found the bug. Node name idle, type node, parent state machine, blah 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 blah. What? Both the idle and the move nodes are using the same script. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No. No. See, I didn't check this. I'm using the same here. So let me just do that. Let me delete you. Create a new node here. That will be move. And I need to change there. And let me grab my move here and put this here. And on my state machine, let me assign my move and move. Oh no, sorry, I have it here. Move, yeah, that way. Let's see. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I just forgot to put the correct script. It isn't a code problem. It is. Uh, I even forgot how we used to say on college. Uh, it's an anagram for like it's a BIOS problem, BIOS, and in Portuguese we use it as an anagram for stupid person using the system. Bicho ignorante operando o sistema in Portuguese. So the problem was me, not the code, not anything else. So let me think. Oh, thank you so much. See, sometimes it's useful. I I will say it again. Don't rely on AI for everything. Don't think it will always do the right thing, but you can use it to your advantage. Don't be uh, don't be so I don't even know the word to say this, but give it a chance. It is okay to use AI. Nowadays, AI will not change or replace anyone's job. It will only make our jobs better and easier. So learn how to use it. And this, oh, oh, that's so nice. I got all this time thinking this is like a code problem, a frame calling before other frames, and I can uncomment this again and remove my prints. It's just because I didn't put the F script in the correct place. I was using the same. I was using the same script for both idle and move. And yeah, that sometimes that happens. That happens. And okay, so let's see again my tiny char moving here. Okay, be bigger. See the movement? Oh yeah, got myself stuck here. Yeah, so it's yeah, I need to fix this, and I will, but because I want a grid movement, and it somehow it's colliding, not on grid. Oh yeah, I need to make this a bit smaller than the player. So let's get here. Okay, so it's 1 pixel smaller than the player. Should be a bit better. Those collisions. Oh yeah, this happens because I know why. I probably need to. Oh yeah. See here, I'm holding right. Now I'm holding up and I release right. I'm just holding up. It isn't updating. So let's fix that. My character state move. Yeah. I probably need to make my own move system, not use this velocity based move system. And maybe it's better that I do it right away instead of leaving it for later. Back then I didn't, when I'm doing first RPGs, and I think RPG Maker works like this as well. It doesn't has a collision system like this one, physics collision system, and I probably don't want to make to use a physics system here, unless I want a more fluid movement. But for this, I don't want a fluid movement. I want a Pokemon old style Pokemon movement per grid. So I also need to use my collisions and stuff per grid as well, not this physics collision. So in this game I'll probably remove entirely the physics process and move it to process and use the delta. And okay, that is a huge thing to do. I don't know if I'm going to do this right now, but maybe it's the right approach to the what I'm doing here to make it more in a way I can control it as I expect. Because if I rely on physics here, I will not get what I want. I will get what the physics has. I will probably need to recreate the character, change the character type here, not being a character body 2D. It will, let's see what options I have here, just to check. Oh, it's a node 2D yet, okay. A collision. It doesn't need collision. I can use an area, probably. Are there area? Yeah, area 2D is a collision, but I can use an area just to check if the player enters another thing. Uh, but also, I don't need that. But maybe it is a good idea to use so I can use the some of the collision system like collision mask layers where I can make player skills work better to what check collision. So like if I throw a fireball, it will only try to collide or to check against some other stuff, and it will only call code when that collision happens within that layer. So maybe I should keep the collision system but don't use the character body 2D. I might use something different. I don't know. This one I still need to check more. Beyond that, I'm thinking on entering a game jam. So for now, my things here explain the changes, make the player move. Okay, they're done. Done and done. And now, let's take a look here. Maybe I need to go there. So, ichi.io. And let's see some gems. I want to enter a gen and make a game for the gen. So today is 4th. It's May? No, April. April 4th. Okay, we got this Gex gen starting on the 6th, and Christian Padre Ludus. Oh, interesting. Portfolio builders, Godot ran. Oh, Godot, interesting. plug, piñata, and pixels and prevents. I don't pronounce it correctly for sure. Let's see all those that starts up to the 7. So let's see what we have here. So itch.io and enter the gems. Oh, let's see what I have here. Some trying 1 bit 1 pixel, simple. I don't even remember. Let's see my old game here. Oh yeah, you just need to collect squares. And it starts to get faster and colors change. I don't remember. Okay, this was one of my first tries within AI. This is a YouTube video creator for AI videos. This one is just a test to check your intentions. So you choose a color and see if the ball goes to that direction. Theoretically, it should be like the same or similar things, and it should be stick around the middle here, like it's doing. But maybe sometimes one side gets like attention. Like we got dot 22 seconds for the green. That isn't a thing, but sometimes it's nice to see that happening, and I just do that because of yes. This RPG Maker plugin. I try for a game, didn't go well. It's like an old physical puzzle game I played when I was a kid. And you need to move things here and put them on the right position. Because the game is sometimes be hard, too hard, I added this check mark here to say you placed it correctly. Oh, that one is there, this one is here, but I need to. This is not so simple. This one is here. Yeah, I knew how to play this when I was younger. Okay, this one. What is this? I don't remember. Oh yeah. Ah, just a snake game. Yeah, just a snake game. And this one, I did this in Godot in 2024. I think it was the last game I did in a game engine. Oh no, too loud music. Oh, my name, I am Jefferson. And this is a match game where you don't match the same to get rid of them, but more of the same, more points. So the green matches with the shuriken, so I can change it here. If I change send, it goes. But if I send to on the other, it will stack. So I stack. This one matches to that one. So let's just make it go away. And the green, I want that matches with the green. Another green. Let's try. Oh yeah, now this I get all of those and a lot of points, and I have a timer for that point. So it is an interesting game, but it's not that awesome. I, oh yeah, and you have the dark and the light side, and you change what matches with what. It inverts the position. Yeah, let me just put the link here if anyone wants to check. So let's go back to gens. Blah 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 blah. Gex game gen. If you got a game, please submit during the game gen. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Requirements. 2D or 2D, any genre, An engine, Roblox and Dreams. I don't know these Dreams. Personal zip file. Okay. It's actually playable and functional. Okay, please provide a README. I didn't understand this gen. Okay, didn't like it. About the gen, be creative. Christianity, the Bible, or economical themes. Oh, interesting. Be creative. Okay, respect, unity. Not the game gen. So basically, this is a Christian game gem. Theme is not announced yet. Portfolio builders, I think I saw this one. No AI, nice. Okay, regular rules. You want to do something for your portfolio? Yeah, that's an option. Godot ran gem. Okay, random constraints, no gen and I. The ran gen, random album music. It's a Godot engine gen with two constraints. The mechanic are the design principle and a randomly selected album. All you need to do is make a game in Godot that incorporates them. Both we reviewed. Okay, the mechanic and the design principle. Reviewed on Monday, March 6th. Can use the album as inspiration in any way you choose. The album title or cover art, the song's titles or lyrics, production notes, music content are just general vibe, blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. It will start in one day. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so ugly. Plug jam. Ah, blah blah blah. Okay. Fun, theme, originality, graphics, audio, technical art, replay value, narrative, okay. Quality. Shaders. Oh, okay. No, I'm not doing any shaders. By Piñata Jam. Okay, let's see this Piñata Jam. There are no more video here. Five themes? 2 weeks to make a game and submit. Teamwork is allowed and so solo. All the first blah 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 and game engine. You need to work on the game only on the gem time. I prefer gems like that. I don't like gems that accept uh, pre-made games, so you can just finish the game there. I think it's not fair. Browser. Yeah, I can see all the different colors here. Uh, Random knowledge about me. I can see way more colors than most people. Okay, I didn't understand the game. This game gen. Five things don't make sense for me, or maybe you need to incorporate all five. But yeah, it's a possibility. Oh, in French. Let's just translate that. Marcel. Oh, urban issues of. No, definitely not. What's this? Nah, I didn't like this one. Flail. Is this a game jam? Oh yeah, someone is. Okay, so let's bite that bait. It's a book. It's not a game. Oh, fantasy brawler. First rule: you can do whatever you want. Second rule: if you wanna hear my suggestion. I don't like gens so open. I like gens with a theme. I miss doing presidential jams. I did one with a friend from the college. 24 hours, but we did an amazing Viking exploration game. I don't remember the theme, but we get into the theme doing that. Investigative journalism game jam. Oh no, it's not my type of thing. Blah blah blah. No, 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 no. Yeah. So some games here got me a bit of curiosity, but nothing more. Okay, so that's it for today, tonight, or to whatever. Oh, it's nice to do that again. And remember, heaven can wait till another day, 'cause there is no reason to live.